he had an excellent year, and nothing will change that. But they are at the point now in the relationship, and let's describe it this way, the Browns and Baker Mayfield 3 years in, where the team has to start making a decision about whether they want to get married. Like there's a long-term commitment they can make here if they choose to. Jeff Darlington, is the sense in Cleveland that that is the expectation?
Yes, but again, this is all about timing. What's the biggest narrative of this offseason? It's 3 quarterbacks, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, and Dak Prescott, all in different situations. And teams want to avoid both of them. They want to avoid the Wentz-Goff situation where they feel like they extend a guy too early without knowing enough. They want to also avoid the Dak Prescott situation where they wait too long to where the player costs too much. Right now, to me, based on my conversations, it doesn't feel like the balance has tipped toward away from the Carson Wentz, Jared Goff situation enough to where the team feels comfortable extending him. I think that they just haven't found that sweet spot quite yet. And the question is, Greeny, how do you time it without then entering the Dak Prescott spot?
Well, it's a fascinating way of looking at it, and the reality is their job is to get it right. Our job is to speculate, and ultimately the decision comes down more than anything else, Ninko, to just how much do you believe in Baker Mayfield? Is he your franchise quarterback for the next decade? Rob Ninkovich, if you were making the decision, are you ready to say that yet?
Not yet. Not yet. And the reason that I say that, if you look at his non-play action pass dropbacks, strictly passing the football, he's ranked 20th in the NFL. So if you think about, play action pass, what does that mean? Well, you're running the football well, you're successfully running the ball, and when you mix in the play action pass, the linebackers are sucked up into the line of scrimmage. You have about 10 to 15 yards of separation in your intermediate routes. So when you have the successful running game and you can mix in the play action pass, that means that your offensive system and your coaching is doing a really good job of putting you in the right position. So when he has to drop back and pass, and we said this last year, when they were throwing the football 30 to 40 times, they lost. So when you have to drop back and you have to be in the gun and you can't make those throws, then that's an issue if you're going to make $35 million a year. So for me, I need to see him progress in just passing the football from the gun.
What do you think, Torrey?
I think you give him one more year before you make that decision, and timing is everything, right? I think we like to get caught up in paying quarterbacks because we believe that everyone gets paid this elite price. But what we forget is that a top 5 quarterback contract today is a top 10 contract in just 2 to 3 years. So it's about how you view that guy, and I believe Baker, what he showed in the last year and the way he finished the season, that he can be that guy franchise-wise. But let's give him some stability with Coach Stefanski and seeing what they can do with him in year 2, and then give him that large commitment next year after he follows up his successful finish to the season.
Yeah, these are the decisions teams have to make after that 3rd year. You pick up the 5th-year option. That's one thing. That seems to be a no-brainer based on what happened in Cleveland. But do you go all the way, make the extension, and you wind up, to Jeff's point, you wind up where you are with Jared Goff, you wind up where you are with Carson Wentz. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.